Overview of the Nigerian market. If we just look at the NGX itself, leading to where we are today, where formerly Nigerian Stock Exchange, and post the demutualization, we have metamorphosed into a holding company that is a non-operating holdco, and that has given birth to 3 subsidiary companies: the NGX Nigeria Limited, that houses the listing and the trading business as well as the products; the NGX Regulatory Company, that is responsible for regulation of the market; and the NGX Real Estate, that houses the real estate endeavor of the exchange. And that's the NGX Limited is the entity that Chiemeka represents, and we are the ones creating the products around the green bond issuance agenda. And so it's important to just also state that in terms of what we have done, it's a 62-year-old institution. We started in 1960 when we were seen as Lagos Stock Exchange. And since then, the exchange has metamorphosed now into what we see it to be, and the group is listed on the NGX. In terms of what we have done in the last couple of years, I think Chiemeka has already established the framework of what we have done, particularly around the Green Bond program, which started in 2016, and then it led to the first issuance of a green bond by a sovereign in Africa that was done by the Debt Management Office on behalf of the federal government, obviously with the midwife of the Ministry of Environment. And that program saw the first listing in 2018. So that's a landmark date for the exchange. 2018 was the first listing of an African sovereign. And so the issuance of that bond created the framework as well as the yield curve for issuance that led to 2 corporates, North-South Power, as well as Access Bank, issuing on the back of that framework. And that has clearly also metamorphosed into what we do now around capacity building and development. Framework itself, which is predicated on the regulation of the market. So if we look at the Nigerian exchange, based on the products that we have, on the equity side, we do have an established equities market, a decent market cap in terms of the equities market cap as at 9 months 2022. The market equities cap is 26 trillion naira. And we do also have an established fixed income market with a market cap of 23 trillion. And most of the issuance we have done in this space are predicated largely on the fixed income space. And so the fixed income market in the NGS continues to grow, both in the value of trades and the number of listings. Last year, we had 25 bond listings that occurred, and we had 3 listings on the equities market side. The market cap, it's really growing. And then we have the exchange traded products, where the market cap itself, even though it hasn't grown, but we do have the new gold that has grown by almost 28% year to date at performing the all-share index. So we'll just give an overview of the Nigerian capital market. If you can go to the next slide. We'll look at this from the lens of the NGX in terms of what we do. I've already hinted we do have an established equities market, fixed income market, and ETPs that we call exchange traded products, under which we have the NGX ETFs, exchange traded funds. So the NGX has done very well, even in a very challenging environment in terms of our equities business. You can see from December 21 to September 22, the equities market has gone up both in terms of the number of listings that we have as well as the market cap. So the growth has been from about 18%, you can say 19% growth on the equities cap. in terms of the fixed income, yes, we have 25 new listings, and the growth in that sector has been very phenomenal, both in the volume of trades as well as uptick in the value of trades. The ETFs haven't done so well for obvious reasons because of the challenge in terms of the capital formation that prevails in that market. Next slide, please. So these are the outlays of the products where we play. Very well established equities market, fixed income market, also very well established in terms of market cap, and some of the corporates, sovereign, subnational, and Euro bonds, and the green bonds that are all listed on our exchange. The ETFs market is also fairly mirrors the fixed income, the bonds, as well as the commodity market. So derivatives is a new product segment of our market. We just recently launched derivatives market, and we've listed 2 NGX futures on that platform, the NGX 30 index, as well as the NGX futures index on the pension side. Obviously, we're working with market counterparties to ensure that over time we'll be able to issue derivative products around sustainability as well, especially sustainability-linked note. We work also with the central bank around financial inclusion, and this is how it works. We have about 49 million people that have BVNs in Nigeria, even though you have almost 100 million adults that could be included. So that financial inclusion agenda is very key, and the NGS continues to pursue that in line with other stakeholders, the SEC and the CBN. Reporting and disclosures is perhaps the main principle that we really hold on to, because it's not enough to talk about these things, but they have to be done in such a way that they're documented, and then the impact of what is being done is also established and measured for continued progress. So that leads us to the next and final slide that talks largely around NGX sustainability disclosure guidelines. So these guidelines are, for lack of a better word, things that we have put together to ensure that corporates that are listed on the NGX are encouraged to adopt a sustainability report. There are 9 principles, and the principles are really well stated. I'm sure you will have access to these slides. But I think the two principles that we take very dearly will be the 8th principle that talks about businesses should support inclusive growth and equitable development. This is very key because sustainability thrives on inclusiveness and the ability for businesses to recognize that growth needs to be all-encompassing and equitable.